For almost 10 years, her story of survival was without a face or a name. An outdated Tasmanian law preventing Jane Doe from ever identifying as a survivor of sexual assault.
But now we can finally speak her name, Grace Tame, winning her fight to change the law, keeping her and many others suffering in silence. And this morning, the 26-year-old has a new title, the 2021 Australian of the Year.
I remember him saying, "Don't tell anybody." I remember him saying, "Don't make a sound." Well, hear me now. Using my voice amongst a growing chorus of voices that will not be silenced. Let's make some noise, Australia!
Really emotional watching that, and we're very pleased to say that Grace joins us now from Canberra. Grace, good morning.
Good morning, Ali. Good morning, Karl. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Really, really well. Now, I was so excited for you last night. Of course, you and I, we met back in 2018. That was before you could be identified. You've now changed laws, you've changed people's lives, and you're our Australian of the Year. How are you feeling about it all?
Oh, look, I'm feeling incredibly honoured, first and foremost, but really just so empowered and so ready to keep going on this train of change.
Do you know, there are so many, I think, women around Australia who would feel it, what you were saying, and not be able to still say that name. How do you get through to them and make it okay, given the extraordinary obstacles that they face in doing so?
I think we just need to remind each other that we're all human and that we're all learning on this issue, but that we're not alone and it's not our fault. And through continuing this conversation, we can shed light on this issue and create a better understanding so that we can shift community attitudes towards supporting survivors and ending child sexual abuse. Because we can do that. I believe we can do that if we keep working together.
I tell you what, it was a tough field last night, included those who guided us through the pandemic and the bushfires. And it just goes to show, I think, how important and valued your fight has been and continues to be. What was it like that moment hearing your name called out?
Oh, look, it was, yeah, like you said, I mean, I was in a category with just incredible people who are all worthy of this honour. But just how symbolic the award is, it represents how much progress we've made on this issue in normalising speaking out. And that a survivor of child sexual abuse is just as worthy as any other human being. We're all human beings and we all have something to offer. Every voice, every story matters and every story drives progress.
I would imagine you feel a level of kinship too with others around the world who are doing this. I think Chanel Miller was one on 60 Minutes last year who came out and said, "Know my name." I mean, just those very powerful words, they do echo around the world, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And like I said, every voice matters. Nobody can tell your story. It has to be from you. It has to be your voice.
And just for
so
people,
we're all in it together.
Oh, so I guess for people at home who sort of don't understand exactly how this played out, is that there were some outrageous gag laws that existed in Tasmania, also in Victoria and the Northern Territory, which meant though even if you wanted to tell your story, you weren't allowed to, but your perpetrator, he was. So because of that, you launched this Let Her Speak campaign and you had famous faces like Alyssa Milano, Tara Moss help you in that. What was it like to receive that overwhelming support from across the globe and to actually receive a result?
Look, it's hugely validating and empowering as a survivor. I think that's all we want as human beings is to feel supported and to feel loved, and to have that was incredibly encouraging. And it's a testament to the power of a team that we were able to do this. The amazing journalist Nina Fennell, who spearheaded this whole movement. I mean, without her and without all the other people on this team, we wouldn't be here. So, yeah, it's just an incredible thing.
Are you ready for the Australian of the Year? I mean, it's such a big thing, and whatever you say is echoed right across the country. I noticed this morning you're in the front of our paper, changed the date, says Grace in Sydney Morning Herald. Are you ready for all that, the controversy that can come with it all?
Look, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm really ready to keep creating change.
And how interested or noteworthy did you find it that you did make the point last night that you think Australia Day should change, to see that a lot of the newspapers around the country are running that on the front page? Are you happy that this debate's taking place and it is front page news?
I think it's a really important debate, and I've said my piece on it, and I think that, you know, my voice needs to be heard in the sphere of sexual abuse. But the voices of our First Nations people need to dominate this debate. This is their platform.
Great to see you today. How are you going to be spending the day after your media commitments are completed?
With my loved ones, Max and my family. I'm going to be spending the day with them because that's what's the most important thing to me, is family.
That's beautiful, Grace. And congratulations. And I'm so glad you mentioned Nina Fennell in there. She's been a real driver behind this campaign right alongside you. A lot of people have. So love to you and to your family today. Enjoy it. You deserve it.
Thank you so much, Ali and Karl.
Have a great day. Bye.
Isn't she wonderful?
Yeah, beautiful girl. And none of that's easy. None of it. And the difference she's making, and the inspiration that she is for women, whether they're in whatever part of the country, in whatever household, in whatever street, in whatever community, to be able to speak out takes enormous guts. And so hopefully she's paving the way for other women to do it.
It was only 2 years ago where she wanted to tell her story, and if she said, I'm Grace Tame and this is what happened to me, she could have ended up in jail for it. So she did a great job overturning those laws.